G'day guys, Shaun McManus here for round one, and thank God it is finally upon us. We're going to be taking on North Melbourne at Optus Stadium on Sunday, joined by senior coach Ross Lyon like we did last year. Ross, big pre-season?
Yeah, they're all big. Been long, hot summer, but it's been exciting. Gelling the group together, the dynamic's really strong. You know, it's well documented, 30 plus players the last 3 years, but some senior additions, Lobb, Hogan, Conker and Collier, and then a couple of the young guys with Sturt and Valenti, Schultz and Bewley and so on. So, you know, we had a great camp on the Gold Coast where we rolled out a refined game plan. What does that look like? Mainly we wanted to be less use with the ball, be more penetrative, look to penetrate. So that's been a feature. And, you know, continue to improve, be strong in the contest and aggressive in defence. And in our two JLT games, you've seen really strong quarters of all of that. But, you know, ability to sustain it till the end wasn't exactly what we're after, but there was some mitigating circumstances, rotation and injury. But we thought against quality, we stood up. So we're looking forward to unveiling that round one against the Kangaroos.
Yeah, it won't be an easy task, no doubt, but the good news is, as you said, you know, kicking it long, penetrating inside forward line, it makes it a bit easy with a bit of tall timber down there. I know we've got some injuries at the moment, but still Rory Lobb's out there and he's not going to get any smaller by the fourth quarter.
Well, he's 207, so that helps, and, you know, really technically playing two ruckmen with Sean Darcy and Rory, but they're both really agile, and we're fortunate, it's been critical with you know, the injuries to Cox and Hogan. That looks like McCarthy and Taberner will both be available and play. So it still enables us to be a penetrative team and have a strong contest. And the smalls really need to play their part. We have overdone it against Collingwood, like a lot of entries. But so we've worked on, you know, having double threats and lowering our eyes to find free targets, so we think we'll do that better. But it's a real challenge come round one. But that depth of key position has been critical going into round one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Obviously this week's been a big week already to start off with Jesse and his situation. But the number one thing that you've voiced and put out in public is that Fremantle will get behind Jesse, and certainly so does the Fremantle community.
100%. In broad terms, it's documented a mental health issue, and it's not easy to come out and be public with that, but there's some strong precedents set within the AFL and great players, and one of our players from another club who come in and said we dealt with this with one of our high profile players, and once it was made public and we were able to share even with the playing group, because it's very personal and private.
Oh, no doubt.
The ability then to support and get around at the right time to that player, and that will enable them to flourish and feel comfortable and really be a big part of the Docker community. So it's been a very difficult week, really for Jess and his family. As a club, we stand strong. We don't bend to cynicism and inappropriate commentary, but the wider community are really across what support is needed and how we all go up and down on the mental health continuum. And, you know, we just need to work it back into a good shape. And I'm sure over a long period of time, this will be successful for both our club, our Docker members and fans, and Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'll just say hats off to you, mate, because whenever there's one of the players, there is an issue surrounding them, whether it be form, fitness or otherwise, that you're always on the front foot behind them 100%. So well done to you. We'll move over to North Melbourne. Last time we played North Melbourne, it was a bit of a tough game over at Etihad. They got us there, but there's always seemed signs that we're able to compete with this team, certainly, and I would have hoped so this week. They're not going to be easy, but we've certainly got enough guns to get it done.
No, over a long period of time, they've built a strong list, and again, they had some strong acquisitions. There's no doubt when they lost Wells, Harvey and Dalsano, that outside run and class, they had all the grunt and the key forwards and backs, but, you know, you just see Pollock on the screen. They brought in Aaron Hall and Pittard, and, you know, father, son, you know, Scott, and they got Atlee. So, you know, they're very well balanced list and team, and it's going to be a big challenge, but we believe our best against the reigning Premier and Grand Finalists has been really strong. We need to be stronger for longer, and we aim to get it done.
Yeah, North Melbourne are one of those teams that start the year in a hurry all the time, don't they? And Big Benny Brown is that guy who we've seen in Vision just recently. That he's one of those guys too. He likes to kick a hell of a lot of goals early and try to set the scene.
Yeah, well, he's an elite Premier key forward of the competition, so. Joel and Alex Pearce will share him depending on where he goes, and but we don't want to. It's going to be about team pressure, dirty ball in, and really sort of get to work with the ball and give our forwards good opportunities. So I believe we'll be won and lost in the midfield again. So enormous responsibility with our rucks to compete against Goldstein, who's a class act, and Fife and Mundy and Brad Hill. Those guys need to get to work and really protect our defence and give our forwards great opportunity.
Are you pretty excited about the game?
Yeah,
I
am. I'm in a privileged position. You talk about the support I give to players, but this Fremantle Football Club, to me, in my time, we had a really strong period, and we've had a lean period, and I feel really supported, whether it's in the street or at the game, and really determined to keep working and put on what our members expect, and really our corporate partners, which is great effort and intensity. And then, if we lay exhausted and victorious, well and good. If exhausted but we've lost, well, we can hold our heads high and move on. So that's what we're chasing.
Can't wait for it this Sunday. Before we let you go, obviously, there's been a bit of a photo that we've just seen recently that came up, and this was a couple of weeks ago when the mighty Fremantle Dockers were taking on the West Coast Eagles down in Mandurah. Can you talk me through what's going on here?
Well, I'd love to tell you I was helping out Anthony Rock because he ran out of petrol, but being absent-minded as I am, I was gas-bagging on the phone.
Yeah.
And my warning light, that's on the Saturday going down. No, the Sunday going down to the West Coast JLT at Mandurah.
Yeah, Mandurah.
But on the Friday on the way home, I was, rushing to water polo at Bicton, so I didn't stop. And then Saturday morning, I rushed into the club, did our meeting, and went home, and I just put Netflix on. And then Sunday, I was like, I've got to get to the 2, so off I took. And you would be aware in our street in Yeovil Crescent. Yeah. A lot of tyres got slashed.
Yeah, they did too.
So my tyre was replaced, and because the modern car, there was a orange light on.
Yeah.
To do with the tyre imbalance. So I got used to the orange light being there, but it was actually the petrol. So I had 2, and I ignored it. But I was within 300 metres of the petrol station at Thomas Road exit going into Mandurah.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm just about there, so I went off the off-ramp up, stopped the lights, going across onto the bridge across the freeway. Yeah, because
there's the Shell just on the other side.
Coles Express Shell.
Yeah.
And it died. I went, oh my God. And I just rolled out of the intersection, pulled over on the left, and a big tanker come past, was hooting me, so I sort of said hello to him. And then I thought, I'm in trouble. I got out of the car and I hitchhiked. A lovely German couple stopped and took me 300 metres, and I rang Anthony Rock. He goes, I'm too late. I said, where are you? He goes, just past Thomas Road. I said, well, do a U-turn and come back and get me.
Oh, that's absolutely classic. So
it worked out. All's well that ends well.
Yeah. So what does Rocky get out of this? Does he get a special mention along the way? Does he get a better seat next to you?
Well, you can see the 2 containers, and in the panic-stricken moment I got there, I thought, I was pretty confident it was diesel, but I wasn't sure, so I bought 2 containers. And I thought, well, I get an unleaded and a diesel. Then I was like, no, back myself in, and I just did diesel. So the spare container, I said, there you go, son. That's
there's your payment.
have a spare container for if he goes, I don't run out of petrol, mate.
Oh, that's an absolute classic, mate. Well,
no hiding, is there?
No.
No hiding.
I'm sure the season won't be like this, and we won't run out of petrol. We'll be strong to the line all the way through, which would be handy. But certainly looking forward to the rest of the year. Now, we're going to have a chat throughout the year, Ross, and touch base to see how we're going. But obviously, it starts this Sunday. It's a significant time too. 25 years, mate, this club's been going on for.
Yeah, I feel, we're all passing through, and you're a rich part of Fremantle's history, and you know, I sit in there somewhere as part of the history, but it's still an opportunity to build. It's a wonderful club, and the longer you're here, you know, it sort of grows on you, and the passionate support is amazing. So get there. We've got our shoulder to the wheel. We're building really strong foundations and take us into a strong period over a long period of time. So get there. It's exciting. Optus Stadium's magnificent, and let's hear you in full cry.
Yeah, looking forward to it, everyone. 25 years we're celebrating. Kicks off this Sunday against the Kangaroos. Optus Stadium. See you all there.